Come on, man. I need some LSD. Are you coming over here or what?
All right.
Interestingly enough, since we're talking about this, there's another side. See, you can outsource stuff to people, but then there's also people who want to outsource stuff to you. Because maybe I'm not awesome at SEO. Maybe I'm not awesome at specific things like coding, because I don't want to sit behind a desk all day and just learn how to code and be super geeky. I think I'm geeky enough with the videos. I want to help those people create videos because they can't do it. And funny enough, I've had people say to me online, I could get rid of everybody else, but I need to keep you guys. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Why is that? He said, because I don't know anybody else who'll do video. I don't know anybody else who'll get camera or do whiteboard videos or do any of that. So I do a little bit on Fiverr, I do a little bit on Upwork, which I believe is Odesk, Dan, Elance. And I just go out there and I see who needs, because a lot of people need video services. That's why I got into it. I saw it was a demanding market because,
it is
hey,
a demanding market.
what do people do when they go online? They're like, videos, YouTube, woohoo!
They do a lot of other things online. What kind of
Well,
videos
the
do you make?
Power Hour is
Even PG-13.
No.
The Power Hour is a font of information. It's a font of resources. And that's why I love the Power Hour. There's so many personal takeaways that I get every week, as well as being a female and meeting so many handsome young gentlemen. And
Uh-oh, it's turning into an X-rated site now that she's advertising. Watch out.
I just take away so many tidbits every week. And what was the site? Udemy was one site that Dan had shared with us one week, and udemy.com, there is a variable encyclopedia of training courses on Udemy that
Okay.
Dan, you're muted.
No, I just said that I forgot about that. I had mentioned about Udemy because that's a place where, I know,
You see, you gentlemen are just a veritable font of information, and I appreciate every one of you.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's a lot of work. But you know what? You can't get anything for free in this world. Well, you can if you... Never mind, I'm not going to go there.
Oh, boy. No, but here's the interesting thing.
Oh,
I'm just full of
Okay.
wit tonight. I am. Well, it's what I do. It's what I do.
you're punchy tonight.
Oh, I know. I had somebody piss me off today, so there you go.
Well, it's better pissed off than pissed on.
Well, I guess it depends on what you like, right?
Okay. Well.
Okay, moving right along.
Yeah.
Next.
Anyway, the whole idea behind the outsourcing.
Save me, Kareem. Get me out of this.
Yeah, well, I'll outsource someone to do that. I don't want to handle that myself. But
You like handling lots of things
Hour.
by yourself. What are you
There's one
talking
after the
about?
Power Hour where I'm trying to stab the screen. And literally, I had like swords and baseball bats, and I was doing work for a guy who was putting a film together. And this ties into point number 2: grab low-hanging fruit. It doesn't.
That just sounds so hilarious.
Yeah, grab low-hanging.
Mute Chris. Okay.
So anyway, the whole idea from that is not to go up to your apple tree and be like, woohoo, I can pick stuff up. The whole idea is when people outsource or you outsource something, maybe you need something for cheap. Maybe you do something for $5. Maybe they need something for $5. Say, Kareem, why would you work for $5, $10, $8? Because then I build a reputation. Because when I do a little something for someone, if it's a logo and I only get paid $10, that's fine. Because then they'll be like, oh man, check this out. Kareem created a logo for my weird design company. Here, check this out. He's awesome. He's a magician. And then they bring all their friends. And then imagine that. So my question is, and this is coming directly from the article, if everybody doesn't burst into laughter again. I mean, it's interesting because, hey, sometimes you have to do cheap work. And he's talking about in the article where he has to write like news articles, write 20, 30, 40, 200 word articles. What do you guys think of actually getting out there and not getting outsourced, but doing the outsourcing for a little bit?
I don't see anything really wrong with it. It's just finding the right quality people that you want to be the source of the outsourcing, so that way you can make sure that you're going to get paid and that you're going to for what you do and what you produce, and that they're not just somebody that's trying to get something, and get something to maybe skip out on you or something like that. That's what would be my issue and my problem.
Well, I think if you have a specialized skill that a lot of people don't, it's something that you're doing a service for other people, for myself. And then if you're in a position where you need a little bit of money, yeah, it's a good thing to do. But if you have a major definite purpose and you're trying to set goals and trying to do certain things, possibly if it's taken away from what you're working toward, then I would say don't do it.
Yeah.
So it has its pros and cons either way.
The way I see it is this: I stay in the realm of video. I'll do stuff on maybe Fiverr, I'll do something on Upwork, but I stay in the realm of video and writing, because that's what I like to do. I like to write and I like to be on camera. People are like, oh, I can't be on camera and say 20 words. I'm like, really? I'll do it for you. And then they're so excited. They're like, oh, he jumped on camera. He advertised, or he made a small thing where he talked about something, or he's acting on camera. No problem. I'm not scared to do that. I have fun with that. And then what that does is they'll be like, oh, now I can outsource all my video work or some of my video work to this crazy guy I'm seeing through the computer lens. Imagine that. And I believe all of you here, it might not be video, but you have that little special skill that someone on the interwebs or offline is looking for, that they just need. And then all you got to do is grab that fruit and be like, I'll do it for you. I'll take that opportunity.
Right, and it's good for exposure. It gives you an opportunity for exposure. For myself, I like video. A lot of other things I don't like to do, like the techie stuff, building websites, blogs, and stuff like that. But I like to write and I like to speak.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, you talk about that 80-20 rule. You want to spend 80% of your time. Spend your time on the things that are producing you the income, the things that you like. So I agree with you there 100%. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk says, you should play towards your strengths. If you were 7, I always go back to sports. If you're 7'2", you're 300 pounds, and you're built like Shaquille O'Neal, why try to be
making fun of me, man?
Why try to be a point guard? Why do you want to be a point guard and shoot 3-pointers when when your strength is around the basket? So, yeah, I definitely believe in that 100%. And from what we're our interactions and stuff like that, I'm looking to outsource a lot of my stuff where I can focus on the things that are not necessarily making me money, but I can focus on the things that I love doing. The things that I'm passionate about.
That's the awesome thing, because really outsourcing isn't just me saying you do this work and you saying you do that work and having a boss over a boss, because then I just have a 9-to-5 job. It's me taking my passion, saying This is what I'm passionate about. This is what makes me on fire. I'm awesome at this.
Right.
I do that for a little fee, and then when it gets bigger, a bigger fee, you say, whoa, well, I could never do that, but I can do this. I'm not interested necessarily in sitting around and learning every SEO technique. I'm not necessarily interested in sitting there and being a programming dude. Maybe someday, but as for now, I throw the videos out. They like the videos, and then what's exciting is I did a video for this guy where obviously I have like knives and swords, and I was pretending to hit the camera because he has a small gun company. But he's going to come on here, and this will be cool. He also does stuff with virtual reality, and he's putting a demo together.